Amen. When He touches that heart. You know, there's nothing that excites me more than for God to call someone into the ministry. And I know Jesse has came and preached for us 2 or 3 times. And when I found out that Jesse had been called to preach, I was thrilled. I was thrilled to death. But we had a pleasant surprise here a couple of weeks ago whenever I heard that my other nephew, the Lord had called him into the ministry. And I got tickled. I thought I'd sprayed something on him down there in the driveway because I'd already been told it. And he just turned around and he asked me, he said, "Well, did you hear the news?" I said, "Yeah, I heard the news," and I jerked my iPhone off my side and went to my calendar. I didn't even ask him. I just went to my calendar and I said, "How about such and such date?" I think it's 22nd. Ain't the day the 22nd? Anyway, I got my calendar out and I said, "How about the 22nd?" He's like, "Well, I don't know, all that." He said, "Well, if the Lord's willing." I said, "What do you mean if He's willing?" He called you to preach. Of course He's willing. But I love him. And I tell you, I'm so proud of all my nieces and nephews and what God's doing. And I tell you, I'm watching God sweep. I just been watching God sweep a revival through this family. Y'all may not realize it, but amen. I can see it. Come on. I know what revival looks like. I know what real revival looks like. It's something different than hooping and hollering at church for a week. Real revival marks what you had over the weekend. God gets down into your heart and starts pulling on you, tugging at you. You're getting up in the morning and the burden's on your heart and you're feeling that tug. That's real revival. God's doing something with you. I'm proud of this young man. Come on, Levi. Come on, bless him. You may need to hold that because we got folks that's deaf. I hope maybe that won't hinder you too awful bad. I know the first time I got started with a microphone, I was all over the mouth.
I'd like to start off with thanking the Lord for saving my soul. Without Him, I wouldn't be able to have the faith to come up here and stand in front of all these people. Because of the Lord, all things are possible. And I like to thank Him for that. I'm going to read in St. Matthew's chapter 17, verse 14 through 21. And when they were come to the multitude, there came to him a certain man, kneeling down to him and saying, "Lord, have mercy on my soul, for he is lunatic, and sore vexed. For oft times he falleth in the fire, and oft into the water. And I brought him to thy disciples, and they could not cure him. Then Jesus answered and said, O faithless and perverse generations, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him hither to me." And Jesus rebuked the devil. We need to keep rebuking the devil. Amen. And he departed out of him, and the child was cured from that very hour. And the disciples came to Jesus apart and said, "Why could we not cast him out?" And Jesus said, "Because of your unbelief. For verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of a mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, Remove hence to yonder place, and it shall be removed. Yes. And nothing shall be impossible unto you." Every time we have a hard time in our life, we need to speak to that mountain. Yes. Speak to it. And speak to it about God. We don't need to pray to God and say, Lord, help me over this mountain. We need, because God knows all.
Yes.
He already knows that mountain. He gave us Jesus. So we need to speak to that mountain about Jesus, to move it.
Amen.
And 21, howbeit this kind goeth not out but by prayer and fasting. If we don't have just that little bit of grain of mustard seed, that's all it takes. We can fast and pray. I'd just like to thank the Lord, and that's all I got.
Amen. Good job, son. Hey, that's all that matters. Love you. Amen. Come on up here, girls. Where my band go? Amen. Come on, Brother Mike. Get your guitar.